Hi everyone, welcome back to Wine of the Night Tarot. I'm Shabana and I'm here to do your Jan 2022 overview. I do realize that this is at the end of January and that I have not been able to post any videos for the last couple of weeks. As many of you know, there were a lot of medical issues that happened in my family, and that was a lot of learning, that was a lot of harsh lessons, there was a lot of gratitude, actually, as weird as it sounds, for those lessons that I got to be involved in. I got to care for a lot of family members, and while it definitely wasn't easy, there was definitely a lot of learning and gratitude that went with it. Needless to say, I did not have the time or the bandwidth to do any videos, and I apologize for that. But it's a new year, it's a fresh start. We have a new moon happening very soon on the 1st of February. We've just had a full moon in Jan around the 18th, if I am not mistaken. We have a lot to look forward to. The planetary energies are changing. While it isn't going to be as intense as it has been in the last 2 years, there are still a lot of lessons to be learned. There's a lot of release that needs to happen in the collective. So yeah, that's where we are. As always, I would like to thank everybody who stuck around with the channel despite the fact that I could not put up videos. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your faith. Thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you so much for your messages. For those of you who messaged me with encouragement, who messaged me just to say hello and just to check in and hope everything is okay. So wherever you are in the world, thank you so very much for all the support that you give the channel. I am going to try, of course, and be far more regular with my videos. So thank you. It means a lot that you're still here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a collective read. I am not going to break this one up into star signs. However, I am going to do it via the months of the year. If it gets too long, I might split this into 2 videos. So you can tune in and look at all the months in the year to see how 2022 will shape up energetically for you, or you can just skip to your birth month. What I would like to say is that I will try to make this a shorter reading, but let's see the messages that come out. I have shuffled the cards. I have pre-shuffled them. I have been guided to draw them as opposed to take jumpers like I normally do. The decks that I am going to be working with is the Tarot of the Heart, which is going to give us a major arcana energy for each month. I am working with the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck, which is also going to give us energies. The Divine Oracle, the Divine Energy Oracle, which will give us messages. There are going to be messages for deep soul connections, and the Divine Doors Oracle to know what divine doors are going to be opening up for us in 2022. All right, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to move these to the side, and then I'm going to draw the top card for each month, so we have an idea of the energies that we are working with. I will, of course, hold them up to the camera just so you get an idea. I'm just going to make a little bit of space, so the deck might go off camera, but I will be drawing one card in accordance to the monthly energies that we are taking a look at. Okay, so let's start with January. Let's look at our overall energy. Oh, you have the energy of beauty. That's lovely. Let's look at the major arcana energy. We have the Fool, the beauty of brand new beginnings. Wonderful. Your message is keep your commitments. All right, I see this more as a commitment to self, because that is the first commitment we make. Okay, your deep soul connection message. This is a love of lifetimes. All right, so the connection that you're in is definitely you've felt this person before. Energetically, you all have been together before. All right, and the Divine Door. This is such a pretty card. I'm sure you can see it. It says birth. Oh wow, okay. That's so nice when everything kind of coalesces. All right, so the energies that I am getting for January is that yes, of course, there are new beginnings. You may have to take a leap of faith. You may have to have faith in yourself, keeping your commitments. Now, this is an interesting one for me. I think I'm going to start with this one, because keep your commitments to me starts from a commitment to self. Yes, we live in a social world. Yes, we have families. Yes, we have jobs. We have plenty of energies that demand our time, demand our attention, demand that we fulfill the obligations and the commitments that we have made. But what we tend to do is we tend to forget the commitment we make to ourselves, the commitment we make to our betterment, the commitment that we make to living our best possible life, to our own healing, to our own energy. We tend to put ourselves last. It's a very human way of interacting with the world in the 3D. It's a very human way of the way we perceive how we need to be and how others need us, how we interact on multiple levels. But you're being asked to recognize your commitment to yourself, because only when you operate from an energy of healing, from an energy of love, from an energy of abundance, can you actually make a brand new beginning that this year is bringing. We have the Fool, we have beautiful Aquarian energy, and Aquarius could be important to this particular energy that you resonate with. You could identify as an Aquarius as well. Like I said, this is a monthly read, so you could show up at any point in this read and that particular message will resonate for you. The new beginnings that we have on a very 3D level, this is a brand new year. It's a brand new start. We're leaving behind the energies of 2021 and moving into the energies of 2022. Energetically, this is also a time to let go, to finally finish any kind of karmic release, and this has been going on for the past year or for some even more than that. So you're being asked to give it that last big push, to persevere through all the difficulties, because there have been a lot of difficulties for a lot of us, whether they were pandemic related or otherwise. So you're being asked to push through, you're being asked to have faith, you're being asked to believe in yourself, you're being asked to clear out everything that hasn't worked for you, to understand that it is you that is really paramount to making this fresh start, to making this new step. You could be going on a journey. This could be metaphorical, this could be literal. You could be changing jobs, you could be changing residences, you could be changing countries. It all depends on where you are in the world. But this is new beginnings. You're being asked to have faith in that new beginning, and you're being asked to see the beauty of new beginnings. Change is scary. We all talk about how much we want change and how much we're going to embrace it, and change doesn't always come wrapped up in a pretty little package with a big fancy bow. Sometimes change is difficult, sometimes change is cathartic, sometimes change really makes you strip yourself down to your basic essence, to your core, to absolutely the barest form of you, and you're being asked to see the beauty in that. You're being asked to see the beauty in this change, even if it's been difficult, even if it's been taxing, even if it's been tough. You're being asked now to see the beauty in that change so you can make a brand new beginning. And for those of you, like I said, who resonate with deep soul connections, your confirmation is that the connection you are thinking of right now is a love of lifetimes. Now we tend to throw the word love around in a romantic sense every time we talk about deep soul connection, and it is not just that. It is not just a romantic love. Whoever this energy is, whatever this connection is, whatever significance it has in your life, it could be a romantic connection, it could be a family member, it could be a spouse, it could be a friend, it could be anybody that you have connected with. This energy is in your life, these connections are in your life because there are lessons for each of you to learn with this connection. Like I said, the lessons, excuse me while I get that. The lessons aren't always easy, they're not always pleasant, they don't always come prettied up and fancied up with a bow and with violins and roses and unicorns. You might just get that, I'm not saying you won't, but even if it doesn't manifest in that way, whatever this connection is, this is the connection that you have most to learn from this connection. You have most gain from this connection if you keep yourself open to the lessons that come with it. And the divine door that is opening for you in January is the energy of birth. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. So again, we have the energy of newness. We have the energy of faith, taking that leap of faith, seeing the beauty in change, committing to yourself, committing to the change, committing to whatever decisions that you might have made for yourself as we begin this brand new year. All right, I am just going to leave this here for a few seconds. If you or anybody would like to screenshot it, you can look at these as affirmations for the month. You can keep them for the year, for as long as you need to feel connected to these energies. All right, so that was January. Okay, let's look at what February has. We have purity. All right, the major arcana energies, we have the energy of the Empress, beautiful, abundance, Venus in Taurus. We have refine your attention. Don't be scattered in your thoughts. All right, your deep soul connection message. I feel envious of everyone who is close to you. I want to be by your side too. All right. And the divine door that is opening for you in February is silent skill. Okay, and we will get to that as well. All right, lovely. We have the energy of purity, which I feel kind of moves on or flows from the energy of January. Energy is not linear. It does not have a stop-start nature. Energies flow one into the other. Energies circle back. It all depends on what we have learnt from them every time they come around. So you have the energy of purity. This to me is again coming down to your barest essence. Who are you inside? What do you truly want? What do you not want? What are the layers that you have been carrying around that you want to strip away and reveal your most authentic truth, your most authentic part of you, part of your personality? Because we tend to color ourselves a lot with other people's opinions that might have been ingrained in us from the time that we were children. And we take on these narratives, we take on these opinions, and we turn this into our own narrative. And a lot of time that eventually ends up causing us pain. It eventually ends up causing us some kind of distress or some kind of disengagement, because it pushes us out of alignment from who we really are. So February is going to be quite a bit of soul searching from what I can gather, and the energies that I'm picking up from these cards. You're being asked again to focus on you. Make yourself the focus. Focus on your most authentic form of expression. Now this could be you in the workplace, not taking on any nonsense, not allowing yourself to be passed over, finding your voice and making it heard. This could be within relationships. This could be whether you are exploring yourself, exploring gender, exploring sexuality. Whatever this journey is that you are on, you are being asked to present your most authentic self to the world by accepting your most authentic self. And refine your attention really flows into that, because you're being asked to pay attention to what really matters. What really matters to you? is that voice inside you your own voice? Are you happy in the job because it's something that makes you want to go to work every day? Or is it a fear-based energy that's holding you in a job you don't like? We all have needs that need to be met. We have financial needs, and the pandemic hasn't helped. We've all had to go through some serious financial situations, losses, burdens. People have lost jobs, people have been made redundant. So it's not wrong to have those fears, of course not. We all have to provide. We have to provide for ourselves, we have to provide for our loved ones. And yes, it is a privilege to those who are able to do what they love, even when they don't have to worry about money. But what you need to do, where you need to put your attention, is to not let the fears overwhelm you. If you are in a situation where your soul path and your soul purpose is at loggerheads with the path you are on currently, you will be miserable. You will feel out of alignment with yourself and what you need to do, and you will end up generating more and more situations. You will run into more and more people that will leave you feeling extremely unfulfilled, unsatisfied, and, well, in some cases miserable. But these are not lessons that are meant to put you down. These are lessons to strip away all the excess layers and have you live your most authentic truth. Because when you do that, you have the beautiful energy of the Empress. The Empress is Venus in Taurus. The Empress is the energy of abundance. The energy of the divine feminine. We carry the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies within us. So you could identify as male, female, or even gender fluid. It doesn't matter. Energies that we carry within us, a lot of times they are dual energies. We carry both these energies, and when they are out of alignment is when our authenticity is being clouded. That's when it's being shrouded. That's when we feel that we are out of balance. So stripping away what doesn't matter, actually sitting down with yourself and facing your authenticity, facing your truth, is really what is going to bring out your inner Empress. This is going to open the doors to abundance. You are going to start feeling way more fulfilled. You are going to start attracting abundance into your life, whether that's monetary, whether that is abundance that appeals to you on a soul level. However it is, whatever you are feeling, these are the energies that you are going to start drawing in when you really, really sit in your authenticity. All right, your deep soul connection message. I feel envious of everyone who is close to you. I want to be by your side too. If there is a separation that you are in with somebody you have a deep soul connection with, if there has been radio silence, if there has been a lack of communication, this is them trying to work through their own lessons before they can approach you. Most deep soul connections do have lessons for both souls in the soul contract, and a lot of times those lessons are difficult. Those lessons have to be done in a solitary energy before the counterparts can come together. Now this could resonate as a twin flame connection, this could resonate as a soulmate connection, this could resonate as any deep soul connection that you have. All right, and this is a beautiful, beautiful image. The divine door that is opening up for you in Feb is called Silent Skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. And this really, to me, ties in with the energy of purity. It ties in with the energy of abundance. It is about clearing the clutter in your mind. It is about seeing yourself for who you truly are, where you want to go. And when you focus your attention on yourself, when you focus your attention on what really matters, the clarity will come, the answers will come, and the abundance that you are looking for will come towards you too. All right. Let's look at the energies we have for March. We have release. We have the scorpionic energy of death and rebirth. We have embrace your power. I want to give you something is your deep soul connection message, and the divine door that will be opening for you is the energy of begin here. And this is wonderful. I love the path that the energies are following for all of us in 2022. We have looked at change, we have looked at authenticity, and now we are being asked to release all that no longer serves us. There has been a lot of karmic cleansing that has happened across the collective all throughout the end of 2020, well, mid 2020 and all of 2021. There have been ancestral lessons, there have been generational lessons, there has been karmic debt that has been building up and building up and building up, so that we can finally confront, we can look at our shadow side, we can actually sit down, have the conversation with our shadow side, accept all the aspects of our personality, accept all the aspects of ourselves which we have repressed, which we have kept hidden. A lot of us went through some amount of mental health issues. I urge everybody on this journey who finds shadow work overwhelming, because it really truly is, to please seek the help of a qualified mental health professional. Seek out the help that you need, because that is going to help you release what you need to in a healthy manner. And that is the goal, that is the step to healing. You have to release what no longer serves you, what might keep you small, what might keep you in a self-limiting philosophy. Nothing that is for your betterment, or no one who is for your betterment, will ever manifest in a manner to make you feel inadequate. If you are in a situation that is making you feel that you are not good enough, or there is somebody making you feel that you are not good enough in your life, please do not romanticize it as some kind of karmic lesson. There might be a lesson attached to it. The lesson is for you to release whatever does not serve you, so that you can call in abundance, so that you can stand in your power, so that you can start afresh, you can start anew. And that really is the scorpionic energy of death and rebirth. This is when you finally let go of everything that does not serve you, that no longer serves you, people who are toxic to you, relationships that are toxic to you, work situations, anything that stops you from being authentic. When you release that, you have a beautiful brand new birth. This is when the sun comes out again. It's lovely to see the depiction of the death card here. There is actually a sun that crowns the skeleton, because there is a sunrise happening. So it's when you allow yourself to be reborn, you allow yourself to be authentic, when you embrace your power, when you understand who you are truly, when you strip away the false narratives that you might have been carrying around, not only for years within this lifetime, but it could be generational, it could be ancestral. So when you strip that away, when you release all of that and you embrace your power, and this is going to be really, really important for you in March. It is going to be that new beginning which starts in January, which comes to fruition in March. I want to give you something, is the message from your deep soul connection. This could be something tangible, this could be something energetic, this could be a new beginning. Usually in deep soul connections, when you bring your energy back to you, when you start to stand in your power, the person you are connecting to, the soul contract that you have, with that connection, with that energy, it tends to activate. This is especially true when it comes to a twin flame connection, but any deep soul connection, when there is a shift in the energies, it is felt by both. So if you are in a deep soul connection, if you resonate with this, there is something that is going to be sent to you or given to you by your counterpart or whoever you resonate when you hear this message. All right, we have, this is such a beautiful, beautiful card. I love the imagery on these cards. And it says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings. The moment is yours. Begin now, begin here. All right, so this could be travel in a literal sense. I did pick up on it even in Jan with the Fool card. Or this could be you traveling into a brand new beginning, you traveling into yourself, post releasing all that does not work for you. You actually might even be finding releasing a twin flame energy in separation, or a divine counterpart, because there is there's always a period of release where both counterparts tend to have to move away from each other to focus on the lessons that they need to learn before they can come together. So this could be almost like the rebirth, the new gift that you're giving to yourself as you embrace your power, as you step into your light, and as you really start to live in authenticity. All right, okay, let's look at April. We have the energy of hope. We have Judgment, that's Scorpionic energy, that's come up twice in a row. We have Change tracks. The theme of change continues. There's too much water under the bridge. I don't know how we will ever come back, is the divine soul, the deep soul connection message for you. And the divine door that opens for you in April is a distant kiss in a prayer flag. That's nice, that's interesting. Again, the theme of travel, the theme of change, the theme of rebirth, the theme of authenticity continues all throughout the beginning of 2022. And we have the beautiful energy of hope. Hope and gratitude are two of the strongest, highest vibrational energies that you can be in on a universal level. These are the two energies of sustenance. They are the energies of growth. They are the energies of authenticity as well. They are, because when you know who you are, you hope from a place of abundance. You don't hope from a place of fear. You don't hope from a place of lack. And when when change comes, we can either fear change or we can hope for the best. I mean, it's something that we throw around in regular parlance. Oh yeah, hope for the best, hope for the best. But we never take it seriously. But change can bring hope, and you're being asked to change tracks now. So if you realize that there is something that isn't working for you, if you realize that there is something that was blocking your authentic form of expression, it was stopping you from being authentically, completely you, then you are also considering this change. You are very seriously considering changing tracks. You are very seriously considering moving on from whatever does not work for you. And when that tends to happen, when hope and judgment come together, you are being guided by your higher self. You are being guided by your archangels, your angels, your ancestors, any energy in the spirit realm that you connect to. You are also listening to your higher self, and that is also allowing you to release. It's allowing you to change tracks. It's allowing you to move forward. It's allowing you to actually believe in yourself, to shed the narrative that doesn't work. Your deep soul connection message: there's too much water under the bridge. I don't know how we will ever come back. I did mention earlier that whether it's a twin flame or a deep soul connection, a soulmate connection that you might identify with or resonate with, it is all about learning the lessons that both souls are meant to learn. And a lot of times there is doubt, there is a feeling of this is too difficult, I don't want this, and we all have free will. So there are a lot of times that the connection has to sever, or the connection has to take a step back, because both souls in the soul contract need to learn lessons on an individual level before they can come together. And one of the lessons is to release fears. And the one thing that counters fears is hope. So it is really interesting when you change tracks from fear to hope, is when you start listening to your higher self. That is when things start to change for you, when there's a tangible shift in energies, there is an energetic shift, there's a change in the way you emit energies, what you put out into the universe, because the universe will reflect it back. So if you are reflecting or you are emitting an energy that comes from a place of lack, the universe has no choice but to reflect it back to you. But when you emit the energy from a place of abundance, when you hope for abundance, that is when the universe can actually shift energies with you in your favor and send you abundance that needs to come to you. All right, we have this beautiful, beautiful imagery. I hope you can see it. And it says, a distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish all of the wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. This is, to me, in accordance not only with your higher self, because you're beginning to hope, you're beginning to understand, you're beginning to have a dialogue with your higher self and your universe. I also think this energy connects directly to those in a deep soul contract, because you might begin to lose hope, you might have fears that are overwhelming you within this connection, and by you I mean you or the energy that you're connecting with, but there is always hope. I wish of all the wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. So this is about wanting to be together. This is about the hope that this connection will go somewhere. This connection might work, even if things seem completely implausible, even if things seem like they're never going to work out. There is always hope. There is always possibility. There is always the ability to start again. All right. Okay then, just settle these cards. Let's look at May. Okay, we have centering, where we center our energies. We have the Hangman, Piscean energy. We have claim your art. And your deep soul connection message is, what do you think of me right now? The divine door that will open for you in May is the sacred lotus. Compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. That is beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. And that comes from the energy of centering, of allowing your energies to settle, of knowing who you are, where you need to be, and where do you want to go from here. When we scatter our energies to the winds, when we allow a lot of people, places, situations to drain us, we tend to lose our balance, we tend to lose our center, we go in a million different directions and we never feel like we get anything done. We feel burnt out, we feel exhausted. It's almost like when we imbibe the energy of others. So this is especially true for the empaths who have tuned into this video. When we pick up on collective energies is when we feel a sense of disconnection from ourselves, from our center. So centering your energies, being very clear This could also mean sitting down and making a checklist of everything you want, a checklist of everything that you want to achieve in the workplace, a checklist of everything that you need, maybe sometimes just to get through the day. So it is all about focus. It's all about coming back to your core, coming back to your center, and not being scattered in a million different directions. We have the beautiful energy of the Hangman. This is about getting a fresh new perspective. May is going to bring a new perspective to your life. There could be certain things that you were indulging in, certain behaviors, certain places that were not right for you. Something was blocked. You couldn't see the way forward the way you were continuing. So the path has to change. You are being given a chance for a fresh perspective. Yes, it's not the most comfortable of situations. You do feel like you're in limbo. You feel like nothing is going anywhere. You feel stuck in a lot of ways. But this is the time for reflection that you are given. This is the time for you to center your energy so that you can move forward, so that you can claim your authenticity. Like I said, you could be on a path that isn't aligned to your soul path, and you're being asked now to take that time out to claim your art, to center yourself, to get a fresh perspective. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who do you really want to be? And are you representing yourself in your most honest form? These are questions that you might be asking of yourself, the universe might be asking of you. And this is your month of reflection. This really is your month of stripping away everything that's excessive and coming down to a very centered, very focused, very specific ideology or situation or person or whatever it is, however you resonate with this. This is going to bring you back to you. What do you think of me right now? Now, this could very well be you questioning yourself, because a lot of deep soul connections are connections where two individuals trigger each other, they mirror each other, and they ask the difficult questions of themselves and of each other. What do you think of me right now? This could be your person asking you if you have recognized the effort they have made and the changes that they have come forth in. This could be you asking this question of yourself. What do you think of yourself right now? Do you think you are being authentic? Do you think that you should be on this path? Do you think it's time for a change? Do you think that you can be better at something? Do you think you're wasting your time with something or someone or somewhere? These are the difficult questions that are going to come up, but the answers are going to help you center and realize what it is you really need. All right, the divine door that opens for you in May is the sacred lotus. Compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel, and this is so beautifully tied in with centering, because when we center, when we look at things from a fresh perspective, when we allow ourselves to break free of a very, very continuous or same old way of approaching a situation or a person or a problem, when we allow ourselves to find that new perspective, when we allow ourselves to be able to see things in a different light, in a different way, that is when we realize sometimes how out of alignment we have gone with our divine purpose, and how to bring ourselves back to our center, back to our core, back to really who we are, so we know where we want to go and what we want to do. And that is also one of the steps in actually being happy with ourselves, because when we're happy with ourselves, can we be happy with what's happening around us? All right, let's look at June. We have transition. All right, we have the sun, beautiful Leonine energy. This is when things come up roses. We have reach for the stars, why not? And we have, I thought I could run away from my healing work. All right, there's a realization coming here. Okay, and the divine door that's opening for you is heart healing. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. All right, so transition, healing, the end of darkness, the sun card. There is a lot that is changing for you in June. You are changing. You are changing the energies around you. You are changing the way you look at things. You are changing the way you look at yourself. You are in control of this transition. You have been doing the shadow work. You have been exploring different avenues. June is also the month of Gemini, so there is duality here. There is conversation, there is the ability to look at situations from multiple different angles. And if you've been doing that, if you have been putting in the shadow work, if you have been allowing yourself to communicate with your higher self, to communicate with the universe, to be authentic, then you are going to be making this change. There is no more fear in this energy. You are actually taking that leap of faith. You've done all your due diligence. You have made up your mind as to where you stand, and you are going to make that difference, and the universe is going to reward you because you have the sun. You have the most positive, the most beautiful, the most sunny card that the tarot has, and the sun is Leo energy. The sun is good health, is looking great, is everything coming up roses. The sun is blessings from the universe. The sun is coming out of a dark path, out of a dark patch, out of literally being thrust into the sunlight. It's about realization. It's about not looking back. It's about finally letting go of what does not work, and it's about confidence. You are going to be brimming with confidence in June. June is going to be the month where you finally let go of all the shackles, you let go of all the self-doubt, you let go of all the other voices in your head which really have been doing you no favors, and you just toss that all away. You shed all that dead weight and you aim for the stars. You aim for what it is that you want. And I am going to come to the Deep Soul Connection card. I thought I could run away from my healing work. Again, this could be you discussing this with yourself. This could be your counterpart energetically sending you a message like this, or this could be a very real conversation between the two of you, between you and the person in your deep soul connection, and you could actually be acknowledging the fact that you did try and run away from the connection. It was difficult, and there is a truth here. There's a realness to this conversation. It's no longer just about hey, how are you, what's going on, do you want to catch up? Those conversations are important as well because they become the stepping stones. You can't just open up into a really serious conversation, especially if there's been some kind of separation, especially if there's been some kind of hurt, there's been some kind of ghosting or silence or whatever it is, whatever situation you're resonating with. You can't run away from the healing work. Let's just be very, very clear. I mean, you can if you wanted to, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to wait until you decide to come back, and you're going to have to start from literally from square. You have to start from step one all over again. So running away from the healing work is honestly counterproductive and quite pointless. All right, so we have heart healing. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. And that is really what you are healing. You are healing your heart chakra. You are healing your vibration. Love, gratitude, hope are the highest vibrations that we can exist in. I believe I said that before as well. So healing, heart healing, healing your heart chakra, emerging into the sun, literally letting go of anything that holds you down, letting go of anything that feels heavy, that doesn't feel right to you. June is the month where it all starts to change, where you begin to realize where you need to be, who you really are, what you will and will not deal with. And all of that comes together to form this transition for you in June. Wow, June is going to be rather a pivotal month, I think, for most of the collective. Okay, all right, let's look at July. We have abundance. After transition comes abundance. We have the Chariot. We are moving forward into abundance. Beautiful Cancerian energy. We have engage higher reason. I hear songs in my head about what you want to convey. So there is a deeper connection between your deep soul connection counterpart and the divine door that opens for you in July is deeper. And I said that before I even turned the card over. All right, so July is post the transition in June. There is abundance. I also get Empress energy from this card. The Empress did show up earlier, I think probably in February or March, I'm not sure. But there is abundance that is now available to you. You are moving towards abundance. You are moving towards everything you want. You are living your authenticity. You are living your truth. And this is going to bring everything to fruition for you, whether it's financial abundance you're looking at soul abundance, you're looking at a promotion, you might be looking even at getting pregnant. Whatever it is, there is abundance that the universe is waiting to shower on you, or the universe is showering on you because you have decided to step into your light, you have decided to live your truth. And you are steering yourself towards this abundance. When we have the Chariot card, the Chariot is a card of motion. It's a card of action. It's about balancing your shadow and your light sides. And it is about you being in control. You need to balance the masculine and feminine within you. You need to balance your light and shadow sides. And you need to navigate your path out of lack into abundance. And the way to do that is to engage higher reason. This is also energetically reminding me of the Judgment card. This is you actually now believing and trusting your intuition. We find many excuses not to trust our intuition, but you are now beginning to overcome any kind of blocks that are in your mind, any kind of blocks that have been put in there in terms of doubt. And you are engaging your higher self, you are engaging your higher mind, you are connecting to the universe, and that is going to bring the abundance to you. I hear songs in my head about what you want to convey. There is a deeper connection happening between you and your deep soul connections as well. Whether or not you are in union, whether or not you are in separation, there is definitely a bond that has gone deeper. There have been lessons that both of you have learned. There have been karmic releases that both of you have done individually, and there is definitely some kind of energy that you all are sharing, that you all are mirroring towards each other, which is opening the door for communication as well. And that divine door, which is a beautiful, beautiful image, your message is deeper. You are not finished. You are not done yet. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is yet to come, and hold on. So that is also what happens with the Chariot. It isn't easy to navigate your light and shadow side. It isn't easy to move towards abundance. Is it going to be a cakewalk? Absolutely not. Is it going to be worth the difficulties? Absolutely. So when you start to steer yourself into this energy of abundance, when you start to move out of lack, when you stop allowing narratives that are not authentically yours, any kind of self-doubt, any kind of self-limiting philosophies from holding you back, that is when you start to engage with yourself, with your higher self, with your intuition. That is when you start to move towards abundance, and that is when the universe extends that helping hand that you have been asking for, because you have put in the work, because you are finally ready to be able to use that energy to your benefit and to your fruition. Okay, let's look at August. We have gratitude, beautiful energy. We have hope. That is a lovely, lovely energy. We've had hope come out a couple of times. We've had abundance come out a couple of times. It isn't going to be easy, but it's definitely a reason to hope. We have, okay, does this want to come out as well? Okay, we have choose friends wisely. All right. I am crazy about you. All right. So there's definitely a deep soul connection, which is going to turn into a conversation. Okay, we have sunset. Okay. All right. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so we're looking at the energy of gratitude for August. This is such an important energetic lesson for all of us. It's such an important life lesson, which is to live your situations with gratitude. They might not be the easiest to deal with. They might not be comfortable to deal with, but finding gratitude in each lesson, finding the blessing in the lesson is really what it's all about. And it is not easy. It is really not easy when you're being put through the ringer emotionally, physically, mentally, financially. It isn't easy, and I'm saying this from experience because I mentioned at the beginning of the video everything that I was going through. But it really is about taking that step back, finding the gratitude, and learning the lessons. None of these lessons are easy, but staying in an energy of gratitude, or at least attempting to come back to an energy of gratitude, putting in the work, is really what matters. And we have the beautiful energy of hope. I am using the tarot of the heart, and it has additional messages of hope, love, and I've forgotten there's one more, but I'm sure if it comes up I will remember. And hope and gratitude, and I mentioned this earlier, are the two highest vibrational universal vibrational energies that we can be in. This is when we are one with the universe. This is when we are engaged with our higher self. This is when we have moved through fears, or we are moving through fears. We're not allowing low vibrational energies of lack from conquering us. We are actually working towards being the best that we can be. We are working towards shedding unnecessary baggage. And honestly, when you operate from these energies, the universe responds back in kind, and that is when doors start to open, that is when blocks start to move out of the way, and that is when things start to turn around. You're also being asked to choose your friends wisely. This could well be linked to your deep soul connections. You're being asked to know who is in your corner, not just for the good times, but those who really will stay with you for the tough times as well. Everyone's around when things are great, when it's a party, when everything's coming up roses, when everything is on the up. You will find a lot of people connecting to you, who are attracted to you, who want to promise you the world. And it is within those times that you have to be most discerning, because times change, and when you go through difficulties, you will know exactly who your real friends are, because they are the ones who will stand by you with something as simple as a text message, or sending you food when they know you don't have the bandwidth to cook, or just being there. at the other end of a phone call, even if you really don't have much to say at that moment. So choose your friends wisely, choose who you open up your energy to. Your deep soul connection messages: I am crazy about you. So there is realization here. There could have been a situation where one or both of you were fighting it, but you have come to the realization that you do want to be together, that you're crazy about each other, and whatever your 3D situation may be, the connection that you have in the 5D is real. It is, even if it seems completely implausible, weird, and like it's never going to work out, this is acceptance of where you are. Okay, we have sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. All cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. All right, so again, releasing the old, embracing the new, living in hope, letting go of fear, letting go of doubt, letting go of insecurities. This is about moving forwards in no uncertain terms. You are moving forwards, you are sitting in an energy of gratitude, and there is acceptance on multiple levels within this month. So August is going to be very, very interesting as well. Okay, let's look at September. We have dreams in September. We have justice, beautiful Libra energy. We have do something different. And we have let's heal this. Okay, the divine door that opens for you in September is yes. Okay, so if you're asking a question, the answer that the universe is giving you is a big resounding yes. You are being asked to believe in your dreams. You could well be connecting to your higher self within your dreamscape. You're being asked to pay attention to your dreams. There could be communication coming to you from your ancestors, from your spirit guides. You could be being asked to believe in your very, very tangible dreams. You might have had people putting you down, saying, oh, that's never going to work out, and that's ridiculous, and you have such a, you're so set, you've got everything going for you, why would you want to mess it up on a whim, on, this is crazy. And you're being asked now to just, shut the door on the naysayers and believe in your dreams. It's not about who else believes in them. It's about your courage of conviction to go for what you want, because it's going to have a favorable outcome. We have the Justice card, beautiful card of Libra. This is also about coming into balance between your dreams and your reality, picking one over the other, maybe believing in where you want to go, what you want to do. There is knowledge here, there is knowledge and truth, and there is balance. This is also about universal justice. So if there has been an injustice done to you, it will be resolved. You're being asked to hold your ground. You're being asked to not give in, and you're being told that the universe is supporting you. The universe has acknowledged your efforts that you have been making, and you're going to have success in what you do. That's what I'm hearing. And dreams ties into do something different. So if you've done something one way and you want to do something else, go for it. This is probably the month to go for it. Do what you want to actually, actually live the life you've always wanted to live, to be the person you've always wanted to be, to go out there and make it happen, and not really literally turn a deaf ear to anybody who's being unsupportive. Your deep soul connection, let's heal this. So you've been through the realization, they've been through the realization, you've blocked it, you've pushed it away, you've caused whatever acrimony there was between the two of you, and by you I mean both, because you mirror each other, but you have come to the understanding that it's it needs to be healed. Whatever it is, whether the two of you choose to carry on with the soul contract, whether the two of you have learned the lessons and can move away from the lesson, whether you're going to move together towards a final goal, or you have decided to end things, whatever it is, there is healing that is going to come about, and healing is the most important lesson. And the divine door that opens for you is yes, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. And that's exactly what the universe is telling you. Believe in your dreams, take that leap of faith. Literally, I'm not going to say throw caution to the wind, because we do have the Justice card here. So you need to be smart about what you're doing. You need to have done your research. You need to have done your homework. But this is the universe actually holding your hand and saying, you know what, let's do this. Let's make this new start. Let's make this new move. Let's heal this and let's move on to something bright and beautiful. Okay, let's look at October. October, we have change. So the theme of change just keeps happening in 2022. We have the World, Capricornian energy. All right, something comes to a close, so something new can begin. We have bust out of your cocoon. All right, lots of themes of change. And we have, if you are not in the state of self-love, I cannot get close to you, which is your deep soul connection message. Okay, beautiful. The divine door that opens for you in October is Divine Guardian. All right, do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. Okay, nice. Okay, so October, month of change, month of things coming to an end. If you have been fighting a change, if you have been resisting it, you need to stop, because it's just going to cause turmoil in your life. The more you resist it, the more it's going to keep knocking. This is your intuition. Your intuition has been getting louder and louder and more insistent, asking you to move beyond whatever your limitations are and embrace a change. If you are ready to embrace it, wonderful, go right ahead, make it happen. You've been through the dreamscape, you've listened to what it is you needed to really do, you've listened to yourself, and now the changes you are putting in place are going to come to fruition. Because we have the World card, we have Capricornian energy, there is a cycle that has come to a close, or is coming to a close in October. All the elements are in balance. You have the victory wreath that you are stepping through. You have learned whatever lessons there were that you needed to learn, and you are now embracing this change. You are guided, you are protected. The universe is literally holding your hand through this change, through this transition, through this ending, so that you can emerge victorious on the other side. And you've learned your lessons, bust out of your cocoon. You have been through the pressure, you have been through the difficulties, you have been through the lessons, you've really been put through the ringer, and now you have learned everything that you needed to learn, and you are ready to unfurl your wings as the beautiful butterfly that you are. It's necessary in order to achieve our butterfly state that we must go through the pupal stage, where literally we are watered down to everything but our authentic self. That is where we are. And when we embrace that authenticity, when we become that pupa and we change completely from the caterpillar that we used to be to the butterfly that we are, and we needed to be that caterpillar, so you're being asked to be kind to the person you used to be, because you can only be the person you are meant to after you have been the person you were. Whatever survival you needed to be, whatever tactics you needed to get through what you needed to get through during those lessons, is what will allow you to change and become this brand new butterfly. If you are not in the state of self-love, I cannot get close to you. And this is the message that your counterpart is giving you, that your deep soul connection is giving you, that you might be giving yourself. The state of self-love, that is the change. That is what is essential for you to bring about your much needed metamorphosis from the cocoon into the butterfly. So if you are resonating with this as a deep soul connection with a divine counterpart, it is the state of self-love. This is the most important healing lesson that both counterparts need to learn before they can come together in union. And while that is difficult, you have been given a divine guardian. This could be an ancestor, this could be your soul family, your spirit family, your spirit guides, your angels, your archangels, whoever you connect with in the spirit realm, even your higher self in the 5D. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. So when we believe in our dreams, when we come to creating changes, sometimes we're not entirely sure. We could be going against the grain. We could be doing something very left of center, very out of left field, something we did not ever expect or find ourselves doing. But that is when the universe steps in and guides us on our path and sends us, even earth angels, people who have done this before, mentors. You find your soul family, you find your spirit family, and you are led and guided and protected on your journey. So October is going to be extremely pivotal, I feel, looking at these energies as we draw towards the last few months of 2022. All right, November, we have the energy of listening. We have the energy of faith. We've had hope, now we have faith. We have, how do I move forward from your divine counterpart or your deep soul connection? And the answer to that is make a plan. All right, the divine door that opens for you in November? Yes, we're in November. Is forgive and forget. All right, okay, so in November you're being asked to listen. I get throat chakra energy from this card. While it is important to speak your truth and your authenticity, it is also extremely important to listen for the truth. Listening to others, listening to your higher self, listening to those who have your best interest at heart, but listening mostly to you. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? And allowing yourself the time and the space to listen. We're all very keen on saying our piece. We're all very keen on being very, very clear cut about what it is that we want. So sometimes we forget to listen to ourselves. Sometimes we do that. We forget to listen to our intuition, or we forget to listen to somebody who is important to us. So you're being asked to listen. You're being asked to be open. If somebody's truth does not align with yours, does not mean they're wrong. It just means they're on a different path. Do you have the ability to listen? Do you have the ability to rise above your own convictions, your own thoughts, and at least give them an open ear? Are you going to be able to listen? And that is going to be the main theme for November. Because listening takes faith. You need to have faith in yourselves. You need to have faith in your path. You need to have faith in the person you are. And you need to be able to hold firm in your own convictions while listening to someone else. And if you are listening to your higher self, then you need to have faith in where the universe is leading you. It could be obscured. The path could be a little obscured. You might be a little confused. You might not be able to see the end goal, which is why you need to make a plan while having faith and listening to your higher self. You need to have certain parameters in place, certain guides or markers along the way, and then have faith that the universe will guide you in accordance. How do I move forward? This could be a question, like I said, you're asking yourself, or your divine counterpart or your deep soul connection is asking you. You move forward in faith. You move forward by listening to each other. You move forward by opening a channel of communication, having a much needed conversation, and taking yourself further step by step by step. And your divine door is forgive and forget, a ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. Holding on to hurt, holding on to pain, holding on to anything that once gave us comfort. And although it seems contradictory, when something has hurt us, when someone has hurt us, we hold on to that anger, we hold on to when we have felt betrayed or when we have felt wronged, we hold on to that anger. What we don't realize is in holding on to that anger, we are holding on to that energy as well. And it doesn't allow us to escape it. It doesn't allow us to set ourselves free. So you're being asked to forgive and forget. Forgive and forget does not mean to blur your boundaries at all. It does not mean to weaken your boundaries at all. You need to keep your boundaries extremely firm so that you can forgive. And forgetting is not something that is essential. You can remember what was done to you or what happened to you as a lesson, that you do not weaken your boundaries and allow it to happen again. But going back to that energy, remembering that energy constantly, operating from that energy does not allow you to release it. And this is especially true with a deep soul connection. So if you're resonating with that, you will be asked in November to rise above, to move on, to forgive and forget in a way that is healthy, in a way that allows you to either open the door for an honest, no holds barred conversation, or to bring an end to something that doesn't work. All right, last month of the year, we have December. We have the beautiful energy of nature. We have the Lovers, beautiful choice energy, Gemini energy. We have build on solid ground. And we have, I was wearing a mask to keep you in my life. I didn't realize it was keeping us apart. And the divine door that opens for you in December 2022 is 1111. Beautiful. This is twin flame energy. This is divine soulmate energy. And it says numbers and doubles, synchronicity in two. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. Wow, this is a beautiful, beautiful ending to the last month of 2022. We have nature. This is not just about going into nature. It is that as well. Those of you who are lucky enough to live in nature and in communication with the universe, with Gaia, with the beautiful, beautiful natural elements. I do envy you because I do live in an urban environment, so I try to make do by having as many plants as I can. But this is also about accepting your true nature. What is your true nature? Where do you want to be? Like I said, this entire year has been one of authenticity, of questioning, of actually going inwards into yourself, answering the difficult questions, and making sure that you live in authenticity. I also get Empress vibes. Again, there has been abundance that has come up multiple times, hope has come up, gratitude has come up. So this is about accepting your true self, being your true self, making that start, and being honest, being secure, and knowing that the path that you're on is going to lead you to success. We have the Lovers. This is the card of Gemini, again, card of duality. For those of you resonating in a deep soul connection or a twin flame connection, especially with the 1111 card and the Lovers, this is confirmation that this is your divine counterpart wherever on the journey you may find yourself. Now the Lovers is also a card of choice. While it is the card of fate, it is the card of universe handing you a fated hand. It is about also making a choice. Do you choose to embrace yourself? Do you choose to embrace your soul path? Do you choose to be on the path? Do you choose to listen to your higher self? Do you choose to let go of your fears? So The Lovers card is actually a very, very powerful choice card because it ties in with free will. You have the choice, it is in your hands. The universe can guide you within a framework, the universe can lay out the path for you. You are the one who has to choose to walk on it. And when you do walk on it, you realize that you are building on solid ground. You don't build castles in the air. It, like I said, when things seem implausible, they seem like they're not going to work out. When you have faith, and the energy of faith has come up earlier, the energy of hope has come up earlier, when you build in tandem with who you are, with where you're meant to be, when you understand your soul's purpose, when you understand your mission, that is when you build on solid ground. That is when you invite abundance in. That is when you know, when you choose the path that you will walk on will lead you to success, whatever success means to you. And again, we have authenticity. I was wearing a mask to keep you in my life. I didn't realize it was keeping us apart. Have that conversation. This is a confessional card as well. If you're in a deep soul connection with another, if this is a communication between you and your higher self, take off the mask, not literally. I mean figuratively. Please do keep your masks on. We are still in the midst of a pandemic. What you're being told now is to strip away the layers, the falsehoods. Live your authenticity, live your truth, and it will bring you to the life that you want. Because we have the 1111 card. Numbers in doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you, and that is what you are being asked to do. You're being asked to embrace your soul path. You are being asked to embrace the life that you know that you need to live. This is a culmination of every single energy that we have seen right from Jan all the way to December. This is about I'm just all right. I was just going through all the energies to see if I'd missed anything, but I haven't. So this really is the culmination. This is 2022 telling you about living your authenticity, living your truth, going through every lesson that you needed to in order to reach this culmination, in order to know that you are the one who is in charge, you're in the driver's seat, and you have finally realized who you are and what you want. Now, to close this reading, I am going to turn over the cards, all the decks, so we know what was the energy, the underlying energy that was driving all the energies for 2022. We have adventure, we have the Tower, which is Mars in Aries. We have, all right, let's take a look at this. Bottom of the deck, we have do what you love. All right. And we have you help me raise my self-worth. And bottom of the deck, the divine door that was opening for all of this is distant dream. All right, so we have adventure. There's definitely going to be adventure in 2022. That is what is going to literally push you out of your comfort zone. It's going to make you want to try new things. It's going to make you want to shed layers. It's going to make you want to be authentic. We have the Tower, we have Mars in Aries, and the Tower is really what's going to strike the crown chakra. It's going to be this epiphany that happens. It might be uncomfortable because the Tower can be cataclysmic, but this is a year of self-discovery, self-worth, self-growth. So I'm not at all surprised to see the Tower is what is driving it. Do what you love, that's what you're being told. Adventure, and it's amazing. Look at these cards. They're from two totally separate decks. They were at the bottom of each deck, and we have synchronicity. We have the Eiffel Tower in each. So you're being asked to do what you love. You're being asked to go on this adventure to yourself. Your divine counterpart, your deep soul connection, tells you that you help me raise my self-worth, and that is really the theme that you have been following. You are being authentic because it raises your self-worth. You are being yourself. You are believing in yourself. and you are believing the doors that are opening for you, the divine door that is opening for you is the distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare to dream it, so must it be. So when you dare to dream, when you dare to do what it is that you love, when you dare to go on this beautiful adventure, when you allow this tower moment to come into your life and clear out everything that doesn't work for you so that you can step onto this brand new path, this is your definitive underlying energies for 2022, and you are going to make the most of it. All right, I'm going to leave this read here. I was planning to make it short, but I don't think it was. If you enjoyed the read, please do like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting next. And please leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here, and I promise I will see you very soon. See you next time. Bye.